Assalamu alaikum dear students. In this series of learning C programming, we are discussing various modes for opening a file. As I have already told you that there are 6 different modes which we can use to open a file. For example, A mode, R mode, W mode, A plus mode, R plus mode and W plus mode. Till now we have discussed 4 modes, that is there we have discussed what is R mode, W mode, A mode and R plus mode. And in today's video we are going to discuss one more mode, that is the W plus mode for opening of files. As we have already discussed R plus mode in the previous video, in that video R plus mode, we know that R plus mode is used for both writing and reading a file. For both writing into the file and reading from the contents of the file. That all have been discussed in previous videos very thoroughly and minutely. And in today's video, we are going to discuss W plus mode. What is W plus mode? W plus mode, as we know, W plus mode is also this mode. W plus mode is also used for reading and for writing and reading file. For both writing and reading purpose, we can open a file in W plus mode. As R plus mode is also used for writing and reading. That means we can read as well write the file if we open it then in R plus mode. But there's a difference. There's a lot of difference between the R plus mode and W plus mode. What are these differences that will be discussed in today's video very minutely. Chunki us paran modes of opening a file in CS mode. तो पहले video में पूछा से W mode क्या गो, R mode क्या गो, A mode क्या गो, R plus mode क्या गो. तो पहले videos में पूछा से R plus mode. असवन तक इस R plus mode चीज़ use करान अगर फाइल करो open an R plus mode उससे kan read tickets content standing write tickets content of that. तो in the same way तो था कि ना आज किस videos में पूछा वो W plus mode क्या गो. W plus mode उसमें क्या चुका सान Gitches can use both for reading and writing purposes, but with some differences. अच्छे के फर्क R plus mode to W plus mode अच्छे के फर्क ये use open करो in R plus and W plus mode उसमें there are some differences, and those differences will be discussed in today's video very minutely and thoroughly. So first of all, for example, I have a file in the hard disk. For example, I have a file in the hard disk. This is my file in the hard disk. This is a file hard disk. And for example, the name of this file is abc.txt. And this is a file in the hard disk. First of all, I will write here a program, a small program, and then with the help of that program, we will discuss the working of this R plus mode, W plus mode. Man, and after that, first of all, I will create here a file pointer, file ptr equal to null, and initially I have initialized this file pointer with null, because we already know that we can only access the file in the hard disk through these pointers. So in order to perform any operation on the files, we need a file pointer. We have to create the file pointer. Here I have created the file pointer, file ptr. ptr is the name of the pointer that stores the address of the file type object, or you can say a variable or a file. Okay, initially I have initialized this pointer with the null, and after that here first we will see here I am going to type string variable buffer 30 maybe size. First I will open the file. First of all, we have to open the file. Whenever we want to perform an operation on the files, it is mandatory for us to open it. So how we can open it? First, fopen is a function which is used. Fopen, then it will take two arguments. First is the name of the file. Here in this case, the name of the file is abc.txt, and we want to open it in W plus mode. And it will return a pointer address that will go stored in the pointer. चूंकि यम साथ कह ऑपरेशन कुछ फाइल पे कर तम खुद पे पॉइंटर बनान पॉइंटर वेरिएबल सो पॉइंटर वेरिएबल सो पॉइंटर इस्तेमाल करान सो एक्सेस करने खतर तीस हेको डायरेक्टली कह फाइल एक्सेस कह ऑपरेशन कुन हार्ड डिस्क पे डायरेक्टली कर तो यदि बनो फाइल कर ओपन तो ओपन फाइल नाव abc.txt यह कर ओपन इन द W+ मोड दैट मीन्स W+ मोड क्योंकि मैं वो W+ मोड करान इस्तेमाल फॉर बोथ पर्पज ऑफ राइटिंग एंड रीडिंग बट मेनली or can say commonly it is used for writing purpose. It can R+ mode is commonly used for reading purpose, but in some cases we can also write the content through this R+ mode. But commonly it is used for R+ mode. Commonly it is used for writing. And the same way, this W+ mode is used commonly for writing purpose. But we can also read the contents of the file by using this if we open the file in W+ mode as well. So it will return. First of all, we will check if ptr equal to null. We will check whether file exists or not. If ptr equal to null, then simply we must generate a message printf file not exist and exit one. That's it. First of all, we will check if ptr equal to null. Then we will get a message that file does not exist. That means if there is not a file in the hard disk, we will get a message file exists. Then if we open the file in W+ mode, if we open the file in W+ mode, there are three cases. W+ mode, there are three. First, if file does not exist. If file does not exist, what will happen? If file does not exist, it will create a new file. If we open the file in W+ mode, what will happen? If there is not a file ABC, it will create a new file and then open it. For example, here is not a file ABC. I tried to open a file abc.txt in W+ mode, but the file is not in the hard disk. What will happen? What will be the result? This W+ mode will create a new file in the hard disk by name abc.txt and will open it. Are you getting it? But in case of if I open the file R+ mode, this mode, and if file does not exist in the hard disk, the file will not get created. In R+ mode, the file is not going to be created. It simply generates message, the file does not exist, or error message. But if I open this file in W+ mode, if file does not exist in the hard disk, if file does not exist here, that file which I have mentioned here, abc.txt, it will create the file abc.txt and will open it and we will open it. This is the main difference between the R+ and W+. If file does not exist in R+ mode, it will not create a file. But if file does not exist in the W+ mode, it will create a new file and will open it. It will create a new file and will open it. This is the first difference. So it will create a file. For example, I have already there a file abc.txt and its contents are I am in C. The contents of this file are, for example, suppose the contents of this abc.txt are I am in C, and that means file already exists. For if file exists then, and I want to write something on this file. Now I want to write something on this file. What will happen? For example, f put s. We know that f put s is a function, file function, which is used to write the string into the file. More than one character. If we want to write more than one character, if we want to add a string to file, at that time we use an fput function, which we have already discussed in the previous videos. Very minor in W mode. We have discussed it there. We can use three functions, three different functions, file functions, to write into the file. First one was the put C, which is used to write a single character at a time. And second one was the fput S, which is used to write a string class file. And third function was fprintf, which is used to write a formatted output, we can say. There are, we can say, different data types. The data of different data types by specifying their format specifiers. So, in order to write a string, which I have here, string, we can use fput s function to this. For example, here I want to write, in this case, I want to write Yousuf, Y-O-U-S-U, S-U-F, and simply we will give a file pointer. What will happen? What will happen? This function, after execution of this line, what will happen? The file is already in ABC. It will truncate this file. What does that mean? Because at this moment, the cursor is here. Cursor is at the end. Because I am in C. That means cursor is here. Obviously, the cursor is here. Where can I write this Yousuf? Where is Yousuf going to be written on this file? Because I have opened this file in W plus mode. Whenever I open the file in the W plus mode, the file does not exist. It will create a new file and open it. But here, if file exists, that means the file is already, abc.x is already in the hard disk, and its contents are I am in C. That means at this moment, the cursor is at the end. क्योंकि cursor देखना चाहिए but 1, 2, 3 cursor चुनके yetness. And I want to write Yousuf on this file. What will happen? It will truncate this. It will erase these contents. It will delete these contents, and will truncate the file contents and truncate the file to 0. It will truncate it to 0. It will truncate file to 0, and cursor will reach here at the beginning. ये क्या करेगा? मैं साथ का fput कर file यहाँ से open करूँगा ये file in W plus mode, तो file से already type hard disk में, तो तस file से abc.txt, tiny contents I am in C, ये क्या करेगा? ये क्या बच्चे साथ आपने Yousuf no add करूँ आप file पर लिखूँ, तो ये क्या करेगा? Yousuf function छे, Yousuf आपने already content छे, ये गया truncate मतलब कोई cursor ये गया erase, the cursor was at the beginning. Yet and let you Y-O-U-S-U-F. That means you prone content of those that will get deleted. So that's it, delete. That is the difference between the R mode, R plus mode and W plus mode. अगर R plus mode उसमें में open करमस, ये करें easily read. ये कहते हैं truncate गच्छाने ये tightness के, ताकि उस खड़ी में set करूँ file pointer and it will read. But I have opened this file in W plus mode. In W plus mode, there is a condition. If file does not exist, it will create a new file and open it. But if file exists, it will truncate that file to 0. That means at the moment the file is at the cursor is at this position, and I want to write Yousuf on it. So it will truncate that file to 0. That means cursor will reach here, and the contents of this will get erased. So now this new content is here, Yousuf, and now the cursor will reach here, because first Y will get written, then O, then U, then S, then U, then F, and at the present, the cursor is here. Now I hope that now you have understood what would be the output if we open the file in W plus mode and file is already existing in the hard disk, and we want to add some content, we want to write some contents to that file. It will truncate that file to the 0, and will read, and the contents which are already present in that file will get erased, and the new contents will get written on that file. But the cursor will reach at the end here, after app. This is one way. Now, for example, this is for putts. This is for writing a content. I want to read these contents because I have already told you that W plus mode is used for both reading and writing. We can read the contents of the file or we can write the contents into the file. So up to here we wrote Yousuf on this file. Now we want to read the contents. At present, the contents of abc.txt Yousuf, because I am in C is erase it because it has connected to 0. Now, how can I write? For example, I will write here a logic here. Rather than here, I will write here logic. Or here I will write, for example, I want to read the contents. I want to read these contents by character by one by one. For that, I have to use the loop. While, I am going to use the while file end of file ptr, or more precisely I can write here a logical not, while not file end of file ptr ch equal to app gets ptr printf percentage ptr app close ptr, and that is it. Sorry, ch, because it is not ch. Take care. Now, I want to read the contents of this file. We know that for reading the content of the file, we use the function fgets. Fgets is used for reading the contents string. fgetc is used for reading a single character at a time. We have already discussed fgetc and fgets functions in the previous videos of OR mode, which we have already discussed. This video have already been uploaded. R plus mode. There we use two functions. We have discussed two functions: fgetS and fgetc. I have told you that fgetc is used to read a single character at a time, and fgetS is used to read a string at a time. So here, for example, what will happen? We know that cursor is at end, that is the end of file, at the end. While first file end of file. Is file end of file? Yes, file is end of file because at present the cursor is at the end of the file. Because file check khatam itnas fs ka kitna /0 obviously yatan check end of file in che ya say cursor. Kya file che end of file bilkul chu. Yet end of file it will return 1. True, will return 1. But here it is a logical not. Logical not will complement this one. It will change to do it 0. That means it is when the overall result of this expression result is 0. When it is 0, that means it is false. It will not enter into the body. Control will not go into the body of the loop. Control gets the body muskihin. It will remain closed. That means file will get closed. We cannot read the contents of this file. क्योंकि ये कर कैंसिल में तो लूप बनो में फाइल एंड ऑफ फाइल पीटीआर ये सकता है ना फाइल से एंड ऑफ फाइल पीटीआर ये एंड ऑफ फाइल गैसे क्या एंड ऑफ फाइल चेक के कर्सर चुन के यतनस एंडस पे फाइल सिले 0 पे यहां समझ देखने तो एंड ऑफ फाइल से गोम दैट मींस यू ट्रू ये तांसी ट्रू मत अच्छो नॉट लॉजिकल नॉट छु करान 1 is 0 that means it will remain 0 overall you should result in such 0 is 0 to that means you false the control gets no actually yet ka yam skihin yet lupus move body of the lupus skihin to you are upload function here file gets close that means us hakon any content is read kare kihin now how we want to read the contents of this file how we can read these contents y o u s u f how we can read these contents by using this W plus mode. Take care. In order to read the contents of this file, after this, we write the Yousuf on this file. After this, we have to here we have there's a function which is used to set the cursor here at the beginning. We rewind is the function here, rewind FPTR. Okay, this function REWIND, rewind, what will this function does, it will take the cursor at the beginning here. Why? It will set the cursor at the beginning. Are you getting? The rewind function, which in order to read the contents in W+ mode, before reading the function, before reading the contents of the file, before writing the logic for reading the contents, we have to use this rewind function. Rewind function, and it will take one argument, that is a pointer PTR, that's the address of that file, and it will bring this pointer, the cursor at the beginning, that means up to S. Now we can rewind. That means now the cursor is here. Now, file end of file? No, file is not end of file. Because file is not end of file, because this cursor is at the beginning, not at the end. File shall not file shall start the end of file shall it will return 0, and this one will convert 0 to 1. That means overall result of this expression is 1. That means true, and it will enter here. CH, FD, that is PTR, and this first Y will get stored in CH printer, %CH, Y will get printed. After that, it will again check the condition. While now the cursor is at position O. Now it will again check while the file is end of file. File is not end of file because the cursor at present is at position O. That means it will return 0. It will return 0, and this 0 will become this logical NOT will convert this 0 into 1. That means overall it is true, and now O will get stored in CH, and it will get printed here CH. That means O. After that, the cursor will be here, and then here, and after here, and now at last at CH. And when the cursor will reach this at end of /0, that is end of file, it will return at time 1 will convert into 0. That means the overall result of this expression is 0, and it will not enter into the body of the loop, and this construction will get executed F close function will get executed, and this function will get closed. So it is the logic, this program shows the working of this W+ mode. I now hope that you have understood what would be the effect on the output of the file if we open it in the W+ mode. And I also hope that you have understood now what is the difference between R+ and W+ mode. In a nutshell, we can say both R+ and W+ modes are used. If we open the file in R+ and W mode, we can read as well write into the file. The difference lies if the file exists, if we open the file in R+ mode, and if the file does not exist, it will print as a message that file does not exist. But if we open that file in W+ mode and file does not exist, it will create a new file and will open it. Okay? If we open the file in R+ mode and the file exists, it will open that file. But if we open the file in W+ mode, it will truncate that file to the 0. That means it will erase the data. If we want to write something into it, it will erase that already data which is present in that file. It will delete that file and will open it. But this is the main difference between the R+ and W+ mode. And commonly, R+ mode is used for writing and W+ mode is used for so R+ mode is used for reading and W+ mode is used for writing. But at times, sometimes, we can also read and write by using W+ mode and R+ mode as well. I hope now that you have understood what is W+ mode and what is the difference between R+ and W+ mode, and what will be the effect on the output of the file if we open it in R+ or W+ modes. And inshallah in the next video, we will discuss one more mode of the file, that is the A+ mode. Till the next video, take care, bye bye.